Hi everyone, and welcome to the Sweet and Simple Valentine's Day card hop. So this is a video hop, and there is a $25 gift card to the craft store of your choice, and it's open to US and international. Now this prize has been generously donated by Gale Thompson with the Derby Creek Diaries. So we encourage you to watch along and comment along the way. So today I'm using whatever's in my stash. So I had some mink foil. I love this blush kind of pink color. I've got some Catherine Pooler powders that will go through the mink machine. Sorry, Catherine Pooler papers. And this has been toner printed, so this will go through the mink machine. I've got a staple from Julie Hickey Layers Frames die, and I'm going to be using the large scallop. I've got brand new Wow Embossing powder with Alexander Renke Judas Blush. You can see my theme color combination here. I have got the Serendipity pack, a paper pack from Uniquely Creative. They're an Australian brand company that I also are on their design team. And I've got the Catherine Pooler dies. Now with this pattern paper, I am selecting where they print off almost like a sheet of ephemera that you can cut out yourself, which, because there's 2 sheets in every pack, I've pretty much cut up one paper sheet already, and I roughly cut them out, and then what I do is I then fussy cut them out in between things that I create and do with. I'm going to be using the spotted pattern paper. I've set my mink machine on 3. I'm going to cut out enough of the foil to cover the 6x6 pattern paper and then run that through my mink machine. I'm still experimenting a lot with foil. This doesn't come out 100%, but I'm kind of semi-okay with the result. I think I maybe underfoiled, and that probably could have been a little bit more hotter, or maybe I could have taken my time in peeling this off a little bit. I'm not too sure. I'm still experimenting, and I've got a lot to learn, and I'll link also a group calling the Foiling Snobs from Nancy and the team there that teach you all things foil in the description below. Now, also speaking of the description below, for you to enter into this video hop, there will be a Rafflecopter link. That was really hard to say all of a sudden. For you in the description for you to enter in and comment into this video hop. Now I'm also using another pattern paper. I'm going to be using the damask side, and that's what I'll cut out the scallop rectangle die with 4 times. I'm going to be making 4 cuts. I know this is a sweet and simple quick hop, but it is actually really quick to mass produce these as well. So I ran that through my Big Shot. I ran all the hearts through the Big Shot, and you can see it is a simple design, and there's really nothing that much complicated with this. I've got some 2 Catherine Pooler stamp sets here, and they have some beautiful sentiments, and I think some of these are quite fitting for a Valentine's Day, or this can be a Valentine's Day card pack to give away. So to another crafter. Right, I've got the Distress Oxide Ink Walnut ink, and this is really walnut stain, and this will be really good for stamping. So I've already stamped the sentiments, and I've got one more sentiment to stamp off, but you can see this was just easily done. Stamp them on strips, cut them out, and add the sentiment. Now, I haven't decided how and where I'm going to put these. I was kind of just placing them as I go along. Before I do, I wanted to actually show you how I heat emboss, bulk heat embossing. So what I've done is I am going to press my ink pad. This is my Wow Embossing powder ink pad directly to cardstock. And I'm just doing the same area, just pressing it and making sure I've got really good coverage. And all I really want this for is to punch out some hearts that I'm going to also place on these cards, and those I'm only going to need 2, but I ended up punching out enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to then pour the Judith blush. Now this is designed by Alexander Renke and manufactured by Wow Embossing Powders, and it is a beautiful pink color. It is exactly what it says. It's a blush pink, and it is becoming one of my favorites, to be honest. Now I'm going to heat set this once I heat set this, now this one's a really finely milled powder, so it actually heat sets really quickly. And then I'm just going to make sure I go along, and I'm going to make sure I actually heat emboss the whole panel properly. Now to do that, I tilt into the light where I've been and where I need to go, and you can see as I maneuver my cardstock into the light, it gives me an indication where I've been. So that's another tip for when it comes to heat embossing, what I use to make sure I've got a coverage, and I've heat embossed all the coverage that I needed. Okay, so once that's done, I pretty much wave it around to dry and to cool down, and then I grab my punch and I'll punch out a couple of hearts. This is an old Stampin' Up punch. I have a couple of these that I keep on hand and I have not gotten rid of, and I just loved them. So these are going to be little accents and elements to the card. I'm going to replace the one with the white and put it over the top. This was just an added extra dimension and where I kind of want to indicate where I was going to place my hearts. And once I've placed all my hearts around, that's it. I do believe this is a simple design. It can be mirrored into bulk, bulk making all your cards, and also it's sweet and simple. Very fitting, don't you think? So I hope you leave a comment and enter into the Rafflecopter. Thank you, Gale Thompson, for her generous donation. Again, this is open to international and US entrants. So please come play along. And I'd love to hear what you've made. If you're making anything for Valentine's Day, if you do you make it for your partner or do you make it for friends? I like to make mine for friends as well as my partner, my husband. I give these sometimes as extra teacher presents as well. Teachers cannot be thanked enough, to be honest. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Here's some close-ups of the overall 4 cards and also a picture close-up of my card creations today. Now, towards the end of this video, I have a little bit of please subscribe, comment along the way, and some also card making tutorials that I've made in the past. I cannot thank you enough for your support, your kindness and your friendship in your comments along the way. I do have social media as well. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook, so I look forward to seeing you over there. See you later.